So I realized that I've made several videos now and have yet to really introduce myself. So that's, I guess that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Liz. That's with S, not a Z. It's not Liz, it's Liz. I'm 34. I don't know why that was so hard to say because I really don't care. In my head, I am 19 eternally. I just think I'm 19. It never really hits me that I'm in my 30s. I am married, have been married for, well, for 9 years now. I've known him for 12. We met on the internet before it was cool, so, it was scandalous back then. I got so many warnings. You can't meet people on the internet. Anyway, so we've been together a while. We have a little boy. He is 7, and he has a daughter who is 17. And so I have a family. Me, I've always been the fat girl. I grew up chubby. It's in my family history, so, that's all I've ever known. I've never known what it's like to be the skinny girl. And so I think that in a lot of ways that adds to the confidence that I at least project. It's easier, I think, for me, having always been chubby, to feel confident because I never have had the I've never had the experience of being skinny to compare it to, and to know just how much discrimination there is. I think people who have been skinny and then get bigger, not only do they have that the comparison, but then they also have the people, because at one point they were skinny and then later they are not, and they have to not necessarily explain, but people give looks. They might not even mean to, but you can see it in their eyes that, well, what happened to her, kind of thing. So whatever. I've always been chubby. In school I was nicknamed Miss Piggy. That was fun because I grew up in the 80s. And that was Muppet Show time, and here I was, the, chubby blonde girl, so Miss Piggy was the obvious choice. They weren't very creative. Let's see. I guess one thing I want to say is that I do realize that I'm not original here making these videos. I'm not going to change the world by telling you, hey, I'm fat. What I hope to do is maybe reach 1 or 2 people and maybe just change their views even the slightest. If I can just tell one person and help one person say I am beautiful no matter what, then that's really, I guess, what it's about. Because I guess what I'm doing is I'm just sharing my opinions because I have so many that I figure if I share them with you I'll still have plenty left over, so it doesn't it's not going to deplete my supply. And one more voice out there. They say it only takes one. So I figure I might as well. Because I have a lot, it's something I'm passionate about. I just hate seeing these girls hating on themselves for no reason. I just don't. Hate is such a waste of time. For self-hatred, hating other people is just a waste of time and energy. There are so many more fun emotions to waste your time on. If you're gonna pick an emotion to focus on, how about something fun like lust? Or okay, I guess that's a sin, but I think it's a lot more fun than hate. I would think hatred would be more of a sin than lust, because really lust is just fun. Let's see. I guess it's kind of fitting that here I'm doing the introduction and I'm showing you more of my mess behind me. This is my office space. I'm a cluttered person. You can tell by the way I think I just sort of stream of consciousness speak that I'm not exactly the most together person as far as organization. My office looks like my brain. It's just everything everywhere. Let's see. Oh, and I think the last thing I just want to say is that I do apologize for the lack of quality in my videos. I have a little cold, pardon me. I know it's kind of a mess, my videos. I don't have a great camera. You know, I don't have any editing skills. So when I do have to edit, it just looks a mess. So, you know, I'm sorry, but you get what you pay for, I guess. So, I guess that's it. I just want to say hello, and here I am, and this is who I am. And, of course there's plenty more, but I guess we'll just reveal that as we go along. So, have a great weekend, guys.